How's it going, everyone? It is Andre Williams, and over here we talk stocks and we focus on one thing. Always protect your profits. And you know what time it is. It is time for the joke of the day. If you're new to this channel, we do this 5 days out of the work week. Maybe you had a long, maybe you had a stressful day, or maybe it was in market conditions. Well, you came to watch this video, plus hear one of my corny jokes. Here it comes. What did the duck say when it bought some lipstick? Put it on my bill. Not too bad. But anyways, what we're going to be talking about today is OCGN, which ended up having a pullback inside of the market. If you watched my video yesterday, you would have been prepared for this. But of course, going into tomorrow, I want to make sure you guys are informed. So let's get into it. I won't waste any more time. Let's jump into the agenda. If you're new to this channel, I just want to let you know we have timestamps down below inside the description. But if you are a shareholder or you're thinking about taking a position, I highly suggest you watch this full entire video. So the first thing we're going to go over is the technical analysis. We're going to be taking a look at the overall price action, looking at support, looking at resistance, and what we want to look for in regards to the best case and as well as the worst case scenario for this stock. And then afterwards, we're going to go on Fintel, taking a look at the recent short interest information. Does it continue to have short squeeze potential? We're going to find out. And then we're going to be doing the order flow distribution, where institutions loading up on shares today while OCGN was pulling back. We're going to find that out as well. And then when all of that is done, we're going to be going over the final thoughts and as well as some more key details. So we're going to be doing a technical analysis for OCGN. Let's see how it performed on the day. So it ended up closing at $7.11, being down 2.74%. On the low, it tested $7.07, and then on the high, testing $7.38. When we take a look at the volume stats on the day, you can see we traded at 4.8 million shares, and the average volume over 10 trading days being at 6.244 million shares. So it was a little bit below average volume, and we ended up having a pullback today, which we expected since I was talking about that in the video yesterday. Now, when we take a look at our chart, which is the 1-year daily chart, we can see from the RSI down below, it's at 45.82. So you can see that we are trending into the oversold territory. And when we take a look at the moving averages on our chart, you can see we continue to have momentum above the 200-day. We're also below the 100-day, but you can see here we are below the 50-day and as well as the 21-day EMA. So with that said, I want to see us continue to hold up this $7 level. Spoke about that yesterday as well. We saw that it ended up testing 707 on the day, and it was able to hold itself up. But going into tomorrow, and especially for the end of this week, I want to see us hold up 7. If we do not hold up 7, then of course I'm going to want to see support hold up right here around this level of around 680s. So the 680 area will be one of those areas you want to see some strength. If we end up getting our turnaround and a move to the upside, of course I want us to come back to reclaim the 21-day EMA at 741 and also seeing some more momentum from there. One thing that we could see clearly, we do have resistance here at $7.67. So keep in mind this will be an area where there will be some profit taking if we're able to make a recovery from that, and that's going to be natural because there are a lot of traders who are in this play as well. So let's just continue to see if OCGN decides to trade within the tight range of where it's at. But one thing we do know for a fact, we have levels from 686, like I said, in the 680s, and then also here right below $8. And you guys know already, I want to see us get past $8, so let's see what happens. So we're going to take a look at the recent short interest information for OCGN. So as we scroll down on the page, short shares availability is at 1.3 million, updated 15 minutes ago, and for the short borrow fee rate, it is at 2.75%. Now scrolling down further, taking a look at the history of the short volume ratio, we could see for the close of the second, it was at 48.12. The close for the third, it was at 63.00, and the close yesterday being at 56.74. So you could see clearly shorts are heavily vested inside of this play, but it also does tell us that it has a lot of short squeeze potential. So we have the buying volume and we have the catalyst that we're actually looking forward to, which is a WHO approval, then we could definitely see some strong strong moves to the upside from OCGN. Now let's take a look at the order flow distribution for OCGN. So we can see here on the inflow, it was 5,494, and then on the outflow, it was at 6,921. We had 0 on the large for both. On the medium for the inflow side, it was at 3,314, and then on the small, it was at 2,179. On the outflow side, on the medium, it was 4,062, and then on the small, it was 2,859. So overall, we ended up having an outflow day, and you could see outflows won out in every single category except for the large, because we didn't have any orders going through for that for today. Now, when we take a look at the large scale orders in the last 5 days, you see zeros down the board. The last inflow day that we had was on September the 1st, being at 1,173.63. So taking all of this data into consideration, what we can clearly notice, hey, institutions did not load up on large scale orders whatsoever for OCGN. And of course, this is no surprise whatsoever. We are coming off a long weekend. And as far as volume overall in general, it has been fairly light as of late. So that's why when I made my video yesterday, I was saying, hey, be prepared, because we most definitely will end up seeing a pullback. And that's what we experienced for today. So I just want to make sure that you guys are prepared for that. But also a good thing to know about overall for today, when I was taking a look at the turnover ratio, it was around 2.4%. So what that means is many who are holding shares of OCGN, there's not a lot of selling going on overall. So now let's jump into the final thoughts, and we'll go over some more key details as well. So for my final thoughts for OCGN, I want to see it continue to hold up the $7 level, especially coming to the close of this week. And the main reason being is we are looking forward to having that WHO catalyst in the second week of September. So we're looking to hear something sometime next week. If we do not get any update in regards to info, then of course I could see more pressure being applied on the overall stock. Because when we went on Fintel, we could see shorts are still heavily vested inside of this play. And of course, that's of no surprise, especially if you're waiting on a big time catalyst from WHO. Because if we don't end up getting it, then of course there's a lot of upside for short sellers who are inside of this play. And it's part of the reasons why I say you want to do your homework, do your due diligence, and also make sure you have the right risk management in place just in case things don't go the way that we want it to go. But I myself personally, I do believe and I do look forward to seeing WHO say, you know what, we will give you that approval. Everything is dependent on WHO here, so that's one thing we have to make sure we keep inside our radar and we listen closely for, because I do believe if we end up getting that approval, we should end up seeing some major upside inside of this stock. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and we'll be talking real soon.